Well, it's hard to believe that Baywatch was actually cancelled after its first season because, as we know, it got a second life, going on to become one of the most watched TV series in the world. Its opening theme song still triggers visions of lifeguards running in slow motion along that beautiful California beach.
A pop culture phenomenon, Baywatch had a huge ensemble cast, with many of the actors becoming household names. David Hasselhoff, Pamela Anderson, Jason Momoa and Erika Eleniak.
Saving a life does not end when you pull a person out of the water. What you do on the sand is just as important. Today we're going to practice what we learned in CPR, so I'm going to need a volunteer. Anybody?
Not only did Erika leave her footprints in the sand, the blonde bombshell was also a cover girl for Playboy and starred in countless big screen films.
And we welcome Erika Eleniak back to the morning show. Lovely to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Look, before we get started, we just wanted to touch on that very sad news of your Baywatch co-star Michael Newman passing away over the weekend. We're so sorry to hear that. He was the only one who actually served as a lifeguard in the real world.
Yeah, true life hero, a lifeguard and actually a firefighter. He was known to us as Newmy or Newmy Fish. And what a gentle, amazing, incredible human being, literally a hero to so many people. And he will be very, very missed. It's really a tragedy.
Yeah, very sad news. OK. Now, there he is, of course we all know him. Now, since we last spoke, a new documentary has been released called After Baywatch, Moment in the Sun. What insights does it offer? What do we know? What do we get to know?
Well, we get to know all kinds of insights. We get to know about what really went on behind the scenes. We get to know a lot about the backstories, the real backstories, the real life stories of the people that were on Baywatch. Insightful for me, even, you know, just knowing a lot of things about our colleagues that maybe we didn't know before. And it was very interesting. I found it very interesting. I learned a lot myself.
What did you find the most interesting thing or the most, I guess, surprising thing that you didn't realise before, Erika?
I think more of a collective journey, because everybody has their stories, right? Everyone has their own life story. And there were so many struggles, I think, and challenges that so many of our cast members, really all of us, went through, our own personal demons, if you will, and challenges within the show. So I would say there wasn't just one. I would say I learned something really interesting about every single person that they interviewed for the show.
On the red carpet recently, you said what you don't miss is that expectation to maintain the red bathing suit physique. Did you feel the pressure when you were filming Baywatch?
I did. I definitely did. I would say especially the first season was very different than the second season. Things changed a lot. But I put a lot of pressure on myself. I would say even more than anyone else other than, you know, even the producers or the creators. I put a lot of pressure on myself because, I mean, how can you not when that's your costume? You know, you become very self-conscious and, you know, you always want to make sure nothing's hanging out or, you know, did I eat too much today? You know, those things are always on your mind when your costume is a bathing suit.
Yeah. How does it feel now to not have to conform to those expectations? For instance, you've embraced the body ink in recent years, right?
Oh, yeah. It feels amazing. It feels fantastic not to have to worry about what I look like. So, you know, I mean, I think we all do have our own personal, you know, things that we look at within ourselves that we'd like to change. Or, I mean, I doubt, knowing myself, that will probably never go away. I'm always a bit self-conscious about certain things, but the no comparison to not having to wear a bathing suit anymore if I don't want to.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, from E.T. to Beverly Hillbillies, Under Siege, you've had such a wide variety of roles. Now we read on your IMDb that you may be playing Marilyn Monroe?
No, that's really old. It's still on the books, which I find really funny, actually. That was a conversation that never ended up coming about. So that is not true.
Okay.
Well, good to put. Let's get that crossed off IMDb then. Hey?
They would have needed a lot of tattoo covering makeup, a lot.
They would have to. Yes.
Outside of your acting career, you're a mum to Indy, who's all grown up
Yes.
now and just moved out of home. How are you coping with that?
It's been you're going to make me cry, literally. It's been super difficult. I am going to cry. Yeah, it's very new. So she left about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So it's really difficult for me because this child is my entire world and my favorite person. Literally, if you asked me what I do for fun on a Friday night, my daughter and I would go grab a coffee and we'd drive to the beach. Oh, look at my girl. And we listen to music and we talk. I mean, literally, this is my best friend in the world. So it's, as you can see, very, very difficult for me. I'll get through it. I think the most important thing for me that helps me is that she's happy. She's thriving right now. I mean, she's doing so many things, more things that she's done in the last 2 weeks that she's done in the last several months of being home. She's inspired, she's excited, she's motivated. And that's all as a parent you want, right? Is to prepare your children to be able to be independent enough to go out and do these things and have some courage. And so she's doing that. But it's very strange energy for me to be home in this house without her. It's really hard.
Do any of her dreams include acting?
No. Thankfully. Yes. Yeah. No, and there was a moment, I would say probably when she was younger where she thought about it, but she's very shy. So I think the thing with Indy, no matter what she got into, because she's incredibly creative, musically, artistically, very talented, but she always enjoys the process, not the performance. So even dancing as a kid, she would love to take the lessons, but when it came time to recital time, she was out. Acting class, loved the class, but as soon as it would be showcase time, she was out. So she loves the artistic process, but I think the performance anxiety is just not something she enjoys.
All right. Now we're almost out of time, but we've got to ask you about being the voice behind the new season of the Murder Years podcast. That's a real change of pace for you.
So exciting. It was so much fun. I would love to do it again. Really, really enjoyed it. It was a fantastic, spooky podcast, and I got to play characters and I got to narrate. So it was really a lot of fun.
All right. Well, Erika, we're right out of time. Lovely to talk to you today. Thank you so much.
You too. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll send you over the morning show logo for your next tattoo, yeah?
It sounds perfect.
Thanks, Erika.
The next.
Okay. Oh, yes, and that's where we want it. Thanks, Erika. Lovely to chat.